first.
Yeah.
Hello, this is not a spring chicken, as you must have heard by now, unless your head is in the sand, that that President Obama has made things worse by dumping Osama bin Laden's body in the ocean. Oh, why would that cause any problems? Oh yeah, well, we're going to get into that because, we'll talk about custom. But for now, we're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today. Obama's pissed because he isn't getting the bump he expected.
Well, yeah, he thought that this is going to be such a great announcement that came on for all days. Do you know May Day is also the day that Adolf Hitler committed suicide? Isn't that amazing?
Oh, really?
And that he thought that they said I love his Democratic strategy. Now the Republicans are going to be on the run because he's done such a great thing that he now can force them to handle the budget on his terms, which isn't going to happen because this morning the Democrats have been turned against him.
Well, didn't he just get a standing ovation by both parties?
On that, but that has nothing to do with the fact he's mismanaged the economy. They said there's enough people, okay, he's not going to get his debt ceiling raised, so now the Federal Reserve is doing what the Federal Reserve should have done to begin with, is stop printing money. Yeah.
Imagine
they
that.
Said, we're taking drastic actions. We may have to stop printing money until the debt problem is... Yeah, and I abused, but they said that he's now got, they said there is now a filibuster-proof majority with the Democrats that are siding with the Republicans. The debt ceiling is dead until Obama says he's going to cut spending. So.
And New Zealand's largest city struck by a tornado and one is dead.
Well, because tornadoes are caused by atmospheric conditions, and basically what people don't understand is that if you go back and check historical records, nothing that is happening now hasn't happened before there was industrial might around the world.
Mm-hmm. Navy Vets fundraiser gave to top GOP candidates.
We've got leapfrog over the truth, Obama. They also gave to President Obama, but that doesn't make any difference. They gave to GOP members, and they're used to be members of the military, so he wants an investigation into retired military personnel on who they're giving contributions to now.
Are you serious?
Oh, this guy wants to investigate everybody to see if they're only contributing to Democrats, and if they contribute to Republicans, then they'll come down heavy on them. So.
And Sony says 25 million more accounts have been hacked.
Okay, they said the first time around it was going to cost $300 million to fix all of the credit cards, new credit cards, new accounts, everything. And no sooner than they get it fixed, they got hacked again.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they said that, okay, I know, we're going to talk to you people for a second. We told you people you cannot have internet connectivity without a problem. Basically, while your computer may be on a firewall, your internet connected devices aren't on firewalls, folks. And if they can basically zoom into your computer because you basically have excused your internet connected device from having to be approved every time it connects to the internet. So basically,
oh, I see.
Yeah, because if you have to say, okay, let me get on the internet every time you plug the bloody thing in, people won't play those games. So they've got the little thing, you just flip it off so the firewall is down and they get all your information. We've told you internet connectivity had its problems and nobody would listen to us because we were stupid people. Aren't so stupid anymore, are we?
And Obama urges continuation of national unity.
I know. That comes before the piss part about the fact that there's no national unity on his deficit reduction plans are raise taxes and spend more money.
Oh, is that what it is?
I love that one. They're trying to figure out, no one can feel like you're going to raise taxes and that's going to reduce the cost of merchandise, it's going to reduce the cost of gas, and it's going to increase your salaries take home, and we can continue to spend money on social programs, and it reduces the deficit. Oh, I mean, even Obama-nomic people basically are not agreeing in the Senate now because you can't spend more money and cut spending. It doesn't work.
And Microsoft third quarter growth overshadowed by tablet threat.
Well, because the tablets do not use, the tablets are not using
they're using Android.
But they're going to be using Windows. It's just a matter, you know what it is though, somebody will develop a Windows system for the tablets, and the people will go to the Windows system for the tablet over, it'll be able to use the Android apps, but have the operating system for Windows, because it's, try doing word processing on your Android, folks. We have tried that. It is a pain in the butt to try to do word processing. If you're connected to the internet, oh goody, you got the system, but if you're not connected to the internet, it doesn't work.
Teachers vow to keep beard finally ends with Bin Laden's death.
Well, he must have had a beard that was 20 foot long. So,
are you serious?
I know. I mean, I'm going to tell people something, folks, that I've assumed that Bin Laden's been dead since 2004, and it was just a matter of convenience to keep people's blood pressure up. Because, I mean, but, you know, this is ridiculous. Even the Congress of the United States said it's ridiculous. They got a military academy 25 yards from the compound. They have three regiments, which I think is 15,000 soldiers.
15,000 soldiers around?
Yeah, and I mean, why do you think they built, if Bin Laden was alive, do you think that he could keep 15,000 soldiers and all the American military personnel feeding in and out of, I mean, my God, just in February, Petracus pinned the bars on the latest graduates from the military academy. And he didn't notice anything when he drove by the huge estate with all the armed guards out there. And all of the, you know, it's the biggest house in, you know, and probably in the whole bloody country. It's a massive estate. And he didn't question the fact, you know, who in the world is built so, it's got to really be somebody important to have the military surrounding him. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's why they did not, okay, we're going to try this to leapfrog Obama. If we drop those bombs, we might hit the military academy or some of those three regiments. You mean that would get them pissed at us? You darn right it'll get us pissed at us, so we'll go in and do a surgical thing with the troops. Yeah, but what happens if they get caught? Too damn bad. So, I know. My Obamas have many conversations with one another. They said in their little box tonight, what foolish things is he going to do today to me?
Well, and I also saw this thing about Trump asking for a death certificate. Now, and I just glanced through it real quick. I figured it was a joke.
Okay, we're going to try this. We got rid of Glenn Beck because Glenn Beck was no longer doing us any good on Fox News. Oh, you mean bad cop, good cop? We now have Donald Trump. But how did you get Donald Trump? Donald Trump basically has got a hell of a lot of money problems. Oh, you mean we don't look into Donald Trump's money problems and he basically runs as a Republican and then quits and begins as an independent? And yet, that's how he's going to accuse the Republicans out of winning the election. Boy, you are really smart, leapfrog Obama. I know.
Blackberry.
I'm getting old. I'm on the verge of senility, as you can tell. I have had puppets.
You know, if that wasn't part of Oldecam, we would like break those off separately.
I know.
Blackberry maker slashes short-term sales forecast.
Oh, I find it amazing. I mean, you can't talk to these people. RAM do not want to talk business with you. They sold 50,000 of their new tablets. Their tablet doesn't do anything. It basically, they said it's a gutless version of the Dell Streak. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Blackberry uses what? The Blackberry technology. The Dell Streak uses Windows, doesn't it? What is Dell, or does it use Android?
Dell Streak using Android. Mm-hmm. But the problem is, unlike the Blackberry, which basically you can do all kinds of email on, you can only put 3 email accounts on their new tablet.
What?
Yeah. And they said it's not as good as the Blackberry that people aren't buying anymore.
Ninth Circuit Court hears arguments in Obama birth lawsuit.
This is because they basically got them this time. They said they got medical doctors that said they have never seen a birth certificate like that ever. That's the long form birth certificate. And they said they had one guy from the state of Hawaii testified, I've never seen it. And he basically give a lot of 4-letter words, anything like that in my life. Mm-hmm. And I'm a pediatrician. And he said, where did that thing come from? So when you got pediatricians from the state of Hawaii testifying that that's not a birth certificate, folks. That's something that somebody created. It's a death certificate, it looks like. And it just changed things. Yeah.
Oh my God. And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
Okay, that often if you try too hard to make people believe something, then it's sort of obvious that maybe you shouldn't be trying to convince them to believe to begin with, because it's just going to make them disbelieve even more.